Oh, hey guys and girls. Today I have, I said I was going to do it, play around, and fit a speedo, a rev counter to my car. Well, as you can see, I've done that, but with it being off the Seicento, which has 2 ignition coils rather than just 1 ignition coil, it's picking the revs up at twice the speed. So if I rev my engine up, there's no way I'm doing 5,000 RPM there. So, to me, that means that I've got to play with it somehow. It's a dead simple way of wiring it up, by the way, guys. Black goes to black, the blue goes to red, and the red goes down to the negative side of the ignition coil, which, if you have this electronic ignition system like me, it's the what colour is it? I think it's the brown wire. Is it brown? I don't know. It's that one down there, guys. Oh, you can't really see it, can you? Yeah, you can see here I've got the 2 ignition coils there. That's one line, and that's the other line here. You don't put it on the blue one. Well, I think it's pretty good, that. So it's easy enough to wire one in. Just needs one that's not set up for 2 coils. Alternatively, what I could do is make my own faceplate, because that just peels off. I could photocopy that or scan it on the scanner, and then Photoshop my own numbers in there, so it goes all the way around. The only problem is, when I do rev up high, the needle's going to go off the scale, because actually it stops. If I turn it around by hand, oh, it stops right there. That's as far as it'll go. Which is okay. No, it gets stuck. Oh, it's a cross pole type. Ah, so it's only got an accurate reading range of about to there before it flings around and tries to get back to where it was again. That's a bit of a shame, because I was looking forward to having one of those. I don't know if I can actually adjust that somehow, because I need to get half the impulses, sorry, half of the pulses from that into that. And I'm guessing it's all to do with this circuit board on the other side. And it is microchip controlled as well. You've got a microchip on the back, so trying to get it to read half the pulses, I guess, is going to be quite difficult, because it's only meant to take the pulses from one of the ignition coils. So yeah. Oh, if you want to stick one of these guys, an RPM counter, rev gauge, whatever you want to call it, onto your cinquecento, of course I know some of them didn't come with it. No, some of the Seientos didn't, I think. You could just get one of these guys. It sits in a pod on the dashboard, lovely, and just wire it in the same way I've done. Only you just wire it into 1 coil. That way you'll get your true reading. But other than playing around with the electronic side of it, or just I don't know really, getting a different dial or a different mechanism for the back, the circuit board, I don't really think there's a way of actually getting it to read. I'll tell you something, it makes a very nice, accurate, low range dial. You can see how much my engine hunts around. Look, it really does hunt a bit. You can see how much it's hunting around. There's my throttle, there we go. It works well. About 4,000 RPM is 8,000 RPM on this gauge. yeah, interesting really. I'll have to see what other things I could steal rev counters off. Has this pit finished emptying yet? Yes, it has. Yeah, battery's all nice and secured in now. As you can see, it's not going anywhere. It moves around still because it's not the right size battery for the car, but it doesn't come out, if you know what I mean. You can pull on it, it won't move. As you can see, the engines are running really nice. I've got all my thingy on. I cleaned that. Forgot to put a towel or something across the engine bay and sprayed some gear lube, chain and gear lube inside here to stop the rust. It goes on like paint, it's really good stuff. And I put some up there, and of course it all sprayed down onto the stuff as well. My lovely clean engine bay. Oh well. I'm not after perfection, I'm not after perfection, I'm after preservation, that's the one. You can see my my rim, but Dad was getting fed up with it being in the garage, so I just chucked it under the bonnet. It'll do under there. Tyres still down. All the wheel arches in, which is good. Oh yeah, not doing too bad, guys and girls. Would have been nice to have had the a rev counter in it. Oh, and I also picked up a fairly new one of these guys as well in the scrapyard last time I was there. Job's a good one. Ah, I know what I forgot to do. That nut there, or the thingy, it's just missing. I forgot to put one on. Slight exhaust gas leakage. You can't really smell it here. Well, you can smell it a little bit, but I don't know if that's just general hot engine smell. It doesn't smell like fumes. Engine's behaving very nicely. No messing. She's ready to go, she is. Oh yes. Can't wait. New wheels, new doors. Got them all sorted out, just gotta wait to get them. And then off to MOT. Job's a good one. Yeah, she's not warm yet. The pipe hasn't opened, or it's just opening up now. You can just feel the hose starting to get warm. Yeah, good stuff. Still thinking of changing that water pump. It is sounding very strange, and I do suspect the pump. So yeah, I'll have to change it over to swap it out. For what it takes, I may as well do it. So yeah, it's pretty nice having a pretty nice figuring out how to wire this thing in. See, with it being off an ECU driven car, you know, an ECU controlled car, I didn't know if I could get it to work on the actual on this actual engine. If it required some special kind of pulse or resistance or some weird way of telling it how many revs it's doing. But yeah, and as you can see, I have got steam coming out of my box. It's not smoke, it's steam, because my heater matrix, I think, it's got a slight hole in it. It's just enough to make steam come out of it. Oh well, it's all jobs I've got to do. Not important, I'm not losing coolant that much, so doesn't matter. You can see I've got a little bit of exhaust fumes coming out of the thing, unless that's just oil on the exhaust. Don't know if the camera can pick it up or not. Slight smoke on there. Oh, there you go, you can see it now. I'm guessing that's the radiator just opened up. Oh yes, that pipe's hot. The radiator's just opened up and it's got a lot of oil sprayed onto the actual radiator, and it's all steaming off. Okay then guys and girls, I think that's enough for this video. I promised Mr. Aussie 50 I'd try and keep them short. So thanks for watching guys and girls, and peace out.